You know, if you watched my prediction with Faisal, you would have seen that I predicted a Manchester City win. I predicted 2-1 to Man City. Got the scoreline right. I should have been a betting man, right? And I thought, I thought Man City would win. I thought Real Madrid would lose. And I thought I'll come up on here, laugh a little bit, and move on. But honestly, watching this Real Madrid team, I'm just so disappointed. And when you start becoming numb to Real Madrid being poor, there's a major issue at hand. This is the worst Real Madrid team I've probably seen since the Roman Calderon era. It's probably the worst team I have seen since that era. Now, that era when they weren't qualifying for the Champions League, they hadn't gone past the last 16 until Cristiano Ronaldo and them rocked up. This is what it's looking like. This is a Real Madrid that has no identity. Even the star power that you're thinking of has been zapped. It's been taken away. It's a team with no personality. The one thing you always want to say about Real Madrid is personality. 90 minutes is a very long time. Not at the moment. Not anymore. Not anymore. It's a perfect amount of time. Because, guys, I'm looking at this team and, you know, a lot of people are going to talk about a manager. Yes, I think Alonso, I haven't been impressed with Real Madrid under Alonso since the Club World Cup. I didn't think this tenure was going to last. I just don't think this kind of a manager that wants to implement structure and tactics and it feels like Real Madrid. It doesn't feel like Real Madrid. I'm thinking about maybe because the Ancelotti, Zidane era was so successful. That's what it feels like with Madrid. I've never associated Madrid in my whole lifetime of watching Madrid. I've been watching Madrid since Zidane days. I have not seen Madrid as a team that I've ever been like, yo, I need to watch that tactical masterclass. I need to see what just happened. No, I always just look at the star power carry them through. But this team, there's young players, there's aging players, like RODYRGO looks over the hill. And then they got young average players like Asensio. And then you got Carreras. He played okay today, but another young player, Arda, young player, Garcia up top. I know Mbappe wasn't playing, but young player. Like the midfield, Valverde, he ain't it. Ceballos was in there. Jude. We're going to talk about it. Tchouaméni, just for me, again, I said he's underwhelming for me. For what I expect of him, it's underwhelming. But we'll go into this, right? I want to give a praise to Man City. You know, going away to the Bernabeu, regardless, you got to go in and get a win. That's super impressive. And well done to them. Because even with Man City, I don't think that was an amazing Man City performance. I think that was a professional job. They got it done. Pep took off Cherki, Foden, and Haaland at the same time. And then the game became all Man City at that point. The game became all all Real Madrid at that point. But honestly, and I think he took them off early. You know, he was confident enough that Marmoush coming on, Savinho coming on, and who was the other one that came on? Reinders coming on was enough. And Real Madrid started pushing and pushing. But overall in the game, it's the same things when I look at Real Madrid. Who's controlling that midfield? Who's getting on the ball? Who's showing personality? Who's showing character to get on the ball and make things happen? I think Real Madrid lack a profile like that so badly. So badly. Now, I joked with Faisal and said, get Ceballos in the team. And he actually got him in the team. He actually got him in. But again, Ceballos is not the quality level required. I thought Rodrygo today, well done. Well done to Rodrygo, because he's the only one for me. You can say maybe Alvaro was okay towards the end, started getting cooked. Courtois, shaky for the goal, but made some good saves as well. But Rodrygo today was the only one where I looked at and I thought, yeah, you belong at Real Madrid right now. You belong. You're actually getting on the ball, putting crosses in. Obviously scored that goal. Good finish. Was driving at the defense. I was impressed with Rodrygo today. Really, really impressed. Garcia, listen, I know the Club World Cup, you know, hype that he scored a few goals, but he ain't Real Madrid level. He ain't it. I actually think it's a violation that Endrick can't play ahead of him. Alonso hasn't been able to get a grips of this team. He hasn't been able to profile their star players in the way they need to be profiled. How does he see a Rodrygo in this team? How does he see a Jude? How does he see a Vinny? Obviously, they got Kylian Mbappe, who's scoring a lot of goals. But overall, as a whole unit, I just don't think he's been able to get a grips of this. And listen, typically, with Real Madrid, if it goes left, you start looking at the manager. But some of these players, absolutely, need to step up. Absolutely need to step up. It's not good enough. It is not good enough. I'm going to talk about Man City shortly. But guys, let me rewind. Let's rewind back to 23-24 season. Rodri wins the Ballon d'Or. But number 2 is Vinny. Number 3 is Jude Bellingham. What a season they had in that year under Ancelotti when they went and won the Champions League and La Liga. That duo looked like the future of Madrid. Jude playing high up in that second striker kind of role, running into the box crashing, scoring all types of goals. Took over the world with the celebration. Vinny splitting left, splitting right, scoring clutch goal after clutch goal in that Champions League run, to the point where it looked like he was the best player in the world. Real Madrid had 2 of the 3 best players in the world that year. Fast forward to 25-26, these 2 are unrecognizable. When I look at these 2 right now, I can't believe this is the duo that took over the world at one point. They look completely short of confidence. They look like, sometimes look at, they're not controlling the ball. They're not getting their moves off. Vinny is not going past, man. Doku outshined him today with ease. With ease. What Doku was doing on his side is what I expect for Vinny. Jude Bellingham, that 1v1, usually that's bread and butter for Jude. I don't know what's happened to these 2. Are they being platformed correctly? I don't know. Maybe that's down to Alonso. But to see such a duo that I thought, wow, this could be a duo that could take over for years and years to come, it's a really, really sad sight what's happened to them. And now I'm looking at it, and you're looking at Thomas Tuchel. If he's looking at this Jude Bellingham right now, he's sitting there and saying, I told you guys, Morgan Rogers is my one. Vinny, not even a threat at the moment. Not even a threat. And that is the big disappointment. That is the big disappointment when I look at these 2, honestly. But guys, Manchester City, I thought O'Reilly, I want to give him a shout. I thought, in the beginning, it started off a bit shaky, but O'Reilly, I thought, was brilliant today. Even on that counter, he got the goal, but it's not all about that. That counter attack where he plays that nice pass over to Erling Haaland. He showed a level of composure, and he's showing why maybe that left-back England role is for him. Maybe he has snatched Miles Lewis-Skelly's chain for that left-back role. Lewis Hall, all these guys, it's looking like Nico O'Reilly because he's playing the game the right way at the moment. I thought Doku was really good. The end product wasn't there. I thought Cherky showed flashes in the second half. Little dink over, went past somebody as well. Bernardo ends up taking out. That could have been a goal. Had a chance as well, a little strike. Courtois makes a save. But overall, I thought City were just okay. I didn't think City had to do anything too crazy. I didn't think City had to do anything too crazy today, to get that victory. Bernardo was buzzing around as he always does. I thought it was a really good performance from Ruben Diaz. I thought it was a really, really good performance. And Rudiger, that's my boy right there, but Diaz outshined him today. Rudiger looking like his body's breaking down, all these injuries that he's had. But I thought the defense, I thought Núñez was good as well. So it was a steady performance from Manchester City, really steady. They're playing that kind of like Christmas tree kind of formation at the moment. Got the 3, you got Bernardo, Gonzalez, and you got Foden. And then you've got Doku and Cherky just in front. Cherky playing, trying to buzz around. Doku keeping width. And obviously Erling Haaland up there. And Rudiger and Asensio were really roughing up Erling Haaland today. They were really roughing up. I spoke to Rudiger about this. And how's the best way to play against Haaland? He said, you got to stay physical. You got to stay tight. You can't let him turn that run at you. And overall, he generally has good games against Haaland. But him on an individual level wasn't the greatest today by just by his own standards, right? So, guys, let me know what you guys think, man. Real Madrid, they ain't got this anymore. They ain't got that. They ain't got the heart anymore. They ain't got that person. Maybe, let's see. They might sack a manager, new manager bounce, and I won't be surprised Real Madrid go on and do something crazy. But as of right now, this is a fairly average team. And I never thought I would be saying that about Real Madrid. This is a fairly average team. It really has become Mbappe FC, I guess. It really has become Mbappe FC. I thought he would have done well today, actually, in this fixture, because it was pretty open at certain periods, and you think Mbappe would eat in those scenarios. But overall, I'm just so disappointed in Real Madrid. And Xabi Alonso, I don't know if it might be P45 time. It might be the time where you get that boss call from Perez, come to my office. It's over, buddy. It's the end. It's the end of the road. You were a great servant. You were a great servant for the club. But as a manager, you got to bring something else. And now when you're looking back here, you're thinking, was all them fans that were calling for Ancelotti to go? Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. What's it going to be now? Is Zidane back? Maybe they're going to call Raul. Or maybe they're going to call Luis Figo. Or maybe R9. Or hey, David Beckham, you want to be the manager for a little bit? I don't know, guys. Like, share, subscribe, turn notifications on. Jurgen Klopp is available. Ruben Amorim might want the job. Like, share, subscribe, turn your notifications on. It's your boy CultureCams. I'm out. Peace.